I talk about adult perspectives, adult expectation, and adult beliefs really greatly impact the children's education. Because adults are independent and then children are dependent, right? So pretty much children's education, children's growth depend on adults' actions and beliefs and perspectives. So it is really critical because our actions, our try, our behavior is based on our perspectives and beliefs, especially when teachers and parents face children with disabilities and children without disabilities. Their expectations, their perspectives and beliefs are critical. Most of all teachers know adult expectations, and then especially when we talk about the disability labels, we should put the disability labels to children, or we just take children just as a neurodiversity. So neurodiversity is like a racial diversity and gender diversity and disability diversity. So it's not disability diversity, it's like ability diversity. So that's a neurodiversity, and this is really true because human ability and capability are so diverse. So there is no one person is perfectly whole with abilities. So we have abilities, we have weaknesses, and then certain part we even have disabilities. I would say I have a drawing disability, singing disability. Because drawing and singing, I'm not good at all. Even I cannot draw. I don't know, it's environmental factors, but I remember in first grade, when I started the schooling in first grade, I made all those, girl drawing in every corner of my notebook and book. And then I got so much, severe punishment by my mother. It was a corporal punishment she did, and she emphasized education so much, and she saw my drawing there, and she was so upset. She believes that is my distraction from the teacher's teaching. So I just remember that moment. I still cannot forget that moment in first grade, the very beginning of school years. And it was my first time because I never had notebooks before and books before. So I did the pencil drawing that. And then I believe it was a very good drawing. And I don't know, maybe just I was very shocked after that, I didn't draw, but I became very bad drawer. And then every art class, I feel pain because when I was young, we didn't have a separate art classroom. So pretty much art teacher came to classroom, and then most of the things we did just like a drawing or a little bit of a craft work with a color paper. So that much, I had, and then now I cannot even draw. I only could draw shapes, basic geometric shapes. So that's all. Other than that, I just can't have a visual perception. I have great visual perception, but drawing part, I cannot use visual, perception. You need a visual perception to draw a good drawer. So anyway, that is just singing and drawing, and I have a disability, and so everybody has different things, but these adult perspectives of seeing the children with a disability, especially when they see children with disabilities, many teachers, I don't believe it is their consciousness. I see more unconsciously, even though they consciously believe, oh yes, every child can learn. They know it, but unconsciously, their unconscious perspectives, unconscious beliefs, they see children's with a disability, their disability as a permanent impairment instead of disability that we can work on and transform ability to disability to ability. So I say just potential intelligence to functional intelligence. So because of these unconscious perspectives and beliefs, seeing their disability as a permanent impairment, and then our like a neurodiversity, instead of we attempt to teach and remediate, educate them, we protect them. And then we believe we try to do something, they believe we pressure them, stress them, and make them just like feel great stress. Instead of protect, nurture, and then give them some comfort, and then respect them. So I don't know, what is a real respect means. We respect the children, even though they have a disability, we teach them as just like a typical children. And we believe our perspectives and beliefs, cognitive intelligence are fluid. That means as much as we try, and then they could move to the more like a functional levels. That's a respect, or while doing that, we give them stress too much and have them struggle too much and make them uncomfortable, and just they feel like pressure, and it's really bad. So that's different things. But however, this protect and then restrict and limit our effort, our teaching. And then these children have a little chance to learn, and then pretty much most of the rest of life, they live with that disability labels and then those disabled abilities, right? So that's the adult perspectives and beliefs. The other side, they have just children, even though children have some weaknesses, still they don't have any disabilities, and then they believe that's their inexperience. So what do we do there? We gradually expose them, and then have them have more experience, and still like oversensitivity I explained, still they don't appreciate, don't like, however, still they try to handle, manage wisely. So this, based on oversensitivity, I made this chart with how adults' perspectives and beliefs make a different, effort. So like, one children with a disability, we just take that as a neurodiversity. And then instead of try and just grow and just develop and provide a diagnostic education, we respect them and have them feel a little bit comfortable life and live with that, because everybody is different. So, your neurodiversity is just as it is. Then later on, just, after their parents and then country government take over their, safety and welfare and all that. So it is a whole different perspectives and beliefs. It's a kind of, sensitive matters to talk. However, it is very important to talk about, and honestly. And I'm not saying we should remove these disability labels, and then we just check everyone has a neurodiversity, we treat everyone just the same. I don't know what treat everyone same means. So it is like, I forgot who said that, but we say what is a fairness and equality, right? So, it's not fair unequal people treat equally. That is education, right? It's not fair. Unequal means that it's not human dignity unequal. It is about the human ability. So unequal ability, everybody's ability versus weakness are all different. However, everybody's all equal, so we just treat everyone in a one classroom, one teacher with the same method. We teach it, and especially inclusive education, those general education teachers, we do not prepare general education teachers to teach children with diversity, neurodiversity, and disabilities. And then it's not fair for the teachers and not fair for the children. So that is what we are doing right now, and beautiful inclusive education, and then we treat it as everyone has a neurodiversity. However, it could easily we neglect our jobs in teaching.